Obviously, I'm a huge fan of the boys. I know you guys have been filming. Where are you in the filming process?
So I am in Toronto. We are almost halfway through
Oh,
filming season three. I mean, we're like, let's say, between one fourth of the way through and halfway through. That's where we're at. And I can't say much, but I will say that this season is grounded a lot more in story. And I think more so than the last two seasons. Like Eric Kripke, I think what he's doing is every season he's getting darker and darker. And with the addition of Jensen Ackles, that allowed him to not only bring in a character historically who's pretty dark, but it also makes all of the other ensemble soups darker as well. So
yeah. I'm curious though. The first two seasons have definitely amped up. Like the first season had blood. The second season had a lot of blood. How would you compare? Is this season as bloody as the others, or is it different?
uh, so I'll put it to you this way. I was talking to the head makeup artist, and she's in charge of ordering the blood. that's that's her job, one of her many jobs.
Sure.
She told me that all of season two, you remember how much blood there was in season two?
I vividly.
I don't think they used when you talk about bulk. I don't think they used over a gallon of blood in season two. Believe it or not, season three we're already at 3.5 gallons of blood. So that should give you a little indication of where it's going.
I am curious though. How has COVID impacted the filming process? Is it? Is it? Could you sort of talk about how does that affect production?
We've been very lucky, man. I mean, we, knock on wood, have not had any cases in our immediate cast and crew area. Uh, we have not had any stoppages. We get tested every single day. We have to wear our masks constantly, whether it's at base camp or on set. Everyone has to wear them indoor or outdoors, just to follow the Canadian
Sure.
protocols and mandates. And so and then even like on your days off, you still get tested in the event that something were to happen or someone gets sick and they have to re-pull up scenes or reorganize scenes. They want to make sure that everyone is tested and able to work in the event that an emergency were to happen. So they've pretty much crossed every T and dotted every I. And we've been lucky because up until now, we haven't had any problems.
This season, as compared to the others, does Eric pull you aside and like tell you the whole arc, or are you finding it out like script by script?
So in the beginning of the season, I don't know if he does this with all of the actors, but in the beginning of the season, he and I do talk about Mother's Milk's journey, just so that I have an idea of how to craft where I am and where I'm going, and how to build that slowly. Um, and this season, I find that because he hasn't been here because of COVID, when you come, you got to do a mandatory 14-day quarantine, and his ability to come in and out has been severely hindered because of all of the other stuff. Um, it's been a lot more emails and text messages, and I mean, listen, at all hours, like it could be 11 o'clock at night, and he'll hit me, and I'll respond at like 7 in the morning Eastern time, and he'll hit me right back. I'm like, man, did he ever sleep? So it's extremely collaborative, uh, and you still feel his presence. You feel that he's got his finger on the pulse of everything that's going on. So it's fine. It's good.